Hey loves, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome to my channel. So the intro to this video, it got deleted or it got lost somehow, so there's no beginning, but you guys wanted a more in-depth video of how I basically close my wigs if they're too big, and I actually am going to show you guys how I fix holes in the lace as well towards the end of the video, so make sure you guys stay tuned for that. But everything is very self-explanatory, so you're just gonna keep watching and just see exactly what I do. And basically what I'm gonna do is connect both two tracks together, and I just use my regular nylon thread with a needle, and then I basically sew them together. And that's what's going to make your wig much more smaller and with no bumps. If you would like to know how to make your wig smaller, then keep on watching this video. Okay, so the first part is done, as you guys can see, and as you guys can see, all those little sections are closed like how it's supposed to be. So now, since that was the first one, like I said, it takes me about like 3 to 4 lines for it to fit the way that it needs to fit. You don't have to do this as small as I did. I just like to make sure that if it could end up being bumpy, it doesn't, because I made the little stitch a little bit more smaller. Now, when I am going to start the new stitch, which is probably going to be somewhere down here, do not put them right next to each other, because that is going to probably make it bumpy. So I always make sure that I skip one, or sometimes I would go ahead and skip two. So it could prevent being bumpy if I did put them too close together. So I'm going to go ahead and do my second line, which is probably going to be somewhere in this area. Okay, so this one was the last one. In total, I did 3, 1, 2, 3. I didn't do them close together. And I mainly focus on the center, because this is the part that's mainly like that big area that I like to close up. So what I am going to do now is I'm actually gonna put it on my head to measure before I do the fourth one, to see if I even have to do a fourth one. So, well, let me show you guys how inside of it looks like. As you guys can see, this is how it would look like. The wefts literally would just be a little bit more closer together. There would be no bump. They would just sit right on top of each other, and not like bump wise, but it would just basically just sit on top of it. And yeah, so that's kind of just how you do it. Like I said, it was a really simple tutorial, but you guys were asking for me to do it, so I just went ahead and did it for you guys. But let me quickly just try on this wig to see if I should do one more. I think I do, but let me measure it on real quick. So it's actually good. Actually fits perfectly, but I actually want to do just one more, because the sides are actually sitting right on top of my ear, and sometimes that does make my ears a little bit itchy depending on how long you wear the wig. So I'm just gonna do just one more, just to be to make it a little bit more comfortable. And I'm not gonna show you guys this part again, but I am gonna show you guys how this wig turned out, because I am gonna install it in my head for you guys, so keep a lookout for that. So I'm going to go ahead and just do this last stitch, and then I'm going to show you guys how the overall wig turned out. Alright, you guys, so I actually already finished. Hold on, I'm trying to fix you guys. I kind of already finished like customizing this unit and everything, but I already cut it a little bit. This is the Sierra 2.0 and that is located on my website. But before I actually install the unit, I just wanted to show you guys how to fix a hole in your lace, like to repair it, because I kind of was plucking a little bit too hard, and I feel like it's mainly because I knew it was my unit, but I did put a huge hole in it and a little bit in the front, so I am gonna try to repair it. And what I'm gonna be using is this 100% nylon invisible thread, which I got on Amazon. I'll try to link it in the description bar down below, but it's just invisible thread. You can look up if you'd like, if I don't remember to, you know, include that clip in there. But this is how it looks like. And then I actually am gonna go in with one of my smaller needles. I would say, I mean, a bigger one would work too, because, but since it's lace and lace already has holes in it, if you use the bigger one, it's just gonna make it a little bit harder for the knot to actually catch. So I would suggest you get a smaller needle, just so it doesn't make too much big holes. And what you're gonna do is literally the same thing you did for when you were trying to actually repair and make the lace smaller. So, and you're just gonna close that hole up by connecting both of the sides together. And I'm actually gonna knot this one just so it can be a little bit more secured. And this thread can be a little bit tricky, but just try your best. Because this thread is kind of like plastic, so and don't pull it too tight, because again, like I said, this is lace, so it is like able to rip. So just don't pull it too hard, or you're just gonna end up making more holes than what you started with. So just give it a nice little tug, and this thread will just literally just close up the space of that hole. And then once you're done, you go ahead, gonna cut it off. And before you cut it off, make sure you give this the knot that you need. Now you can't roll this like the regular needle, since this is like nylon thread, and it's, like I said, it's basically like plastic. Let's not give this one good knot. Well, let's give it 2. I always give 2 just to be like, you know, more safe. Okay, so this is how it's going to look like. I don't know if you guys can really see, but I know you guys see that little white dot right here where the hole was. And then when you turn it around, I don't know if you guys can see, but that huge hole that was there literally just disappeared, which is basically how you fix a hole. Now, of course, there's like 2-3 other holes, so I am gonna go in and just fix those as well. But as you guys can see, you can't really see the thread because it is invisible. And I actually really love this method, especially if you are pretty rough with your lace. So yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and do the rest, and then I'll go into the installing section. honestly, I think I kind of like it this way. But again, you guys, this is my Sierra unit. If you guys are interested in this unit, I will link it somewhere in the description bar down below if you guys are interested. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful in any type of way. If you guys enjoyed it, please make sure you give it a big fat thumbs up. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. And I'll see you loves in my next video.